Chapter 9: How to Embrace Humility and Win in Life Without the Ego. In our previous chapter, we explored the importance of integrity, living in a way that's aligned with your values, whether others are watching or not. Today, we'll take that concept one step further by discussing humility, a trait that helps us remain grounded and connected to the world around us. While integrity builds the foundation for trust and authenticity, humility allows us to continuously learn, grow, and relate to others without letting ego cloud our vision. Humility, the quiet strength that empowers humility, isn't about diminishing your worth or pretending to be less than you are. It's about recognizing your true self and understanding that life isn't just about you. It's the quiet strength that empowers you to be open, to learn from others, and to acknowledge both your achievements and your limitations. Think about someone like David. He's a successful CEO of a tech company. But instead of parading his title, he's the type who listens attentively during meetings and welcomes ideas from every level of his organization. David understands that his company's success isn't solely due to his leadership. It's built on the efforts of his team. His humility creates a work culture where everyone feels valued, and as a result, his company continues to thrive. This is the essence of humility. It removes the walls we sometimes build around ourselves when ego takes over, allowing us to engage in life more fully and meaningfully. It's not about lowering yourself, but rather lifting others up and creating a balance in which everyone, including yourself, can grow. Humility in action. One of the most powerful aspects of humility is how it fosters genuine relationships. Consider Anna, a teacher who, despite her years of experience, still takes the time to learn from her students. She asks questions, values their insights, and remains open to the fact that even as an educator, she has much to learn. This humility creates an environment where her students feel seen and heard, and where learning becomes a two-way street. Because of her approach, Anna's students not only excel academically, but also grow in confidence, knowing that their voices matter. Humility also encourages us to step outside of our comfort zones and embrace feedback, something many of us struggle with. Take Jack, a musician who's been playing guitar for years. After releasing his first album, he received mixed reviews. Instead of dismissing the criticism, Jack took it as an opportunity to grow. He sought feedback from more experienced musicians, revisited his work, and refined his sound. That humility didn't just help him improve, it made him a better artist, more open to collaboration and innovation. Another important aspect of humility is how it can reduce conflict. We've all been in situations where our opinions clash with others. A humble person doesn't immediately jump into defense mode. Instead, they step back and try to understand the other person's perspective. It's like Sarah, who during a work disagreement chose to listen rather than argue. By considering the other side, she was able to find common ground and resolve the issue, strengthening her relationship with her colleague in the process. The power of humility for personal growth. Humility isn't just about interacting with others. It's also a deeply personal practice. It helps you develop resilience by allowing you to view failures and setbacks as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. Mike, an aspiring author, received countless rejection letters before his book was finally accepted by a publisher. Each time he faced rejection, instead of giving up, he humbly revisited his manuscript, asked for feedback, and made improvements. It was that willingness to learn from his failures that eventually led to his success. His humility allowed him to stay focused on growth rather than perfection. So how can we cultivate more humility in our daily lives? Start by embracing the idea that we are all works in progress. Be open to the idea that there's always something new to learn, regardless of how much you already know. This mindset can transform the way you approach challenges. Instead of seeing mistakes as proof of your inadequacy, you'll see them as opportunities to improve. Listening plays a huge role in humility too. When you engage in conversations, really listen to understand the other person, rather than waiting for your turn to speak. It's a simple but profound way to show that you value others' perspectives. Take a moment to ask yourself, how often do you truly listen to the people around you? And then there's gratitude. A humble heart is one that recognizes the contributions of others. It's about acknowledging the people who help us along the way, whether they're offering support, sharing advice, or simply being there. Reflect on your own life. Who has been there to help you in small or significant ways? Humility allows you to express your appreciation for those moments and people, and it builds stronger bonds because of it. Moving forward, humility may not always be the loudest trait, but it's one of the most impactful. It empowers you to keep growing, to stay connected to others, and to find joy in lifting others up. When you lead with humility, you create space for deeper relationships, more learning, and ultimately, a richer life. So how will you start embracing humility in your life? Think about the situations where you tend to put up walls, whether it's at work, in your personal relationships, or even in your own thoughts about yourself. How can you shift your mindset to allow more humility in? As you reflect on this chapter, don't forget to engage with us by leaving a comment below. Share your thoughts on how humility has shaped your experiences, and let us know how you plan to embrace it moving forward. And if you found value in this, consider subscribing for more content on personal growth and self-improvement. Next, we'll be diving into a deeply transformative topic, compassion, and how it has the power to change not just your world, but the lives of those around you. Stay tuned, and remember, there's always more to learn and more ways to grow.